All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Give me 1 second. There we go. Hi. Am I on? Can you guys see me? Is this working? It is. Whoa. How's everybody doing today? What's going on, everybody? Hello. Sorry about that. I'm using a new thing for streaming, and I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm kind of like I've been playing around with it. So, yeah, I'm learning. But how's everybody doing? What's up, Mini Mean? Hello, Mr. Bruh. Hello, Zach. How's everybody doing? What's going on today? What is going on? How is your day today? I am just chilling. I'm just chilling too. My day's been pretty good. Yeah, I've got Art the Clown over there, and we're gonna set him up a little bit later in the stream. But yeah, I decided today would be a good day to go live, do a little actual like live stream rather than just going live not knowing what to do or playing a video game. Today we've actually got something planned. That's like a first time in forever. But hello. Is everything good on the stream chat? Is the stream running good? Is everything running smoothly? Gage with the $4.99 dono. Okay, wait, I want to see if this will work. Because I set it up where I should get alerted on here, like on the screen, with the donos. But I'm not seeing anything, so I don't think it works. So that I have to fix. How am I going to do that? I don't know. What did I do wrong? I have no clue. But thank you so much, Gage. How are you doing, man? Oh, I got to do a bean now. Let's see here. Remember, guys, every donation we get, I will do the Bean Boozle challenge. Fun old game. If you don't know what Bean Boozle is, there could be good beans, there could be bad beans. Some taste like, what are some options? You know, we got like toothpaste or berry blue. You know, those sound pretty good. But then you come to some that are like booger, dead fish, liver and onions, which those, my friends, are not that good. So we're just going to kind of randomly pick one. And of course we got the one that's like liver and onion. That one's one of the worst, if not the worst. Oh, and it's stale. I forgot these are stale. Oh. Well, it's cappuccino. So the option is either cappuccino or liver and onion. And I got cappuccino. Nice. I got a question. Do you like the Target 8-foot singing skeleton? That thing is amazing. I think it's unrelated. The servo one you're talking about, right? Yeah, I think that thing's pretty cool. And it's like pretty affordable too. Like it's super cheap. I think he is cool. I like what I like this for the most part. I've liked like all this servo stuff that Target's come out with. It's not too bad. They're not really like scary. They're more on the kid friendly side, which is like all of Target. But yeah, I think he's pretty cool. I completely forgot to record my haunt. Oh, that stinks. Oh, wow. That must really stink. Oh. I've actually done that before. So most of the times I'll do the haunt multiple nights. And well, now I'm not doing the haunt anymore. But when I did the haunt, I would do multiple nights. And I would want to record it every night, but honestly, I was lucky if I got one recording done. Like I always wanted to do a daytime tour and a nighttime tour. I would always forget the daytime tours, and then I would forget like a couple of the other nights. But yeah, no, that really stinks. You should give me art for free. I will give you half of a Poor George. Ooh, that's a good trade right there. I might have to think about that one. Let me think on that one. I might have to take you up on that. E. Is that the letter of the day? Is E the letter of the day? Let's see. What are some words that start with E? Eggs. Exaggerated. Eggs. Do you like that Target? No, yeah. I just, it's definitely in my top 20 best animatronics of the year. But no, I do think it is pretty cool. I think he's a fairly solid animatronic. Excellent. I just want to see. Yeah, there we go. Just wanted to make sure the stream sounds good and is running good. Hi, Tyler. I have a question. Do you like heavy metal music? If you do, who is your favorite band? Honestly, I don't listen to it too much. Or like really at all. I don't not like it. It's just not really my go-to. Like I could listen to it. It's just usually, honestly, to be fair, my favorite like genre is probably like pop and like 2010s and stuff like that. Just kind of what I grew up with. I've never been too big with rap. Rap is like the one genre. Like there's certain rap songs that I like, but that's the one genre that I never got too big with. I do love My Chemical Romance though. They're really good. But yeah, I honestly really haven't listened to like any specific like heavy metal bands that I would know. Like I don't honestly don't even know the name of any. If I hear them, I probably might, but for the most part, I don't think I know most of them. Ebola does start with E. E smilts, yes, that also isn't a word, but it does start with E. Oh, Bruce. I mean, Bruce is all right. Lewis was better. I mean, so Bruce isn't one that I would necessarily buy. He's more kind of just for the jokes and stuff like that. He's more for the memes. He's cute. It's a cute animatronic, but not something. There's not much to him. I do really like their servo stuff though. Yo, hello. What's up, Noah Haunts? How are you? Hey, Kayla, how have you been? It's been a while. All right, what do you think, chat? Should I get started with setting up Art the Clown? Should we just dive right into that? Because we all know me. We all know it takes me forever to get animatronics set up. That's just what I do. Should I do it? I'm gonna do it. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just swap. There was a mix of switch and swap. Let me swap this around. I'm gonna swap the setup a little bit. So give me 1 second. Ready? 3, 2, 1, 1. Guys, what did I tell you? Just 1 second. All right. We should be good now. Let me see here. Whoa. Ah, what's going on? So I should have the chat right there. All right. Can I make this any bigger so I could read it from a distance? I don't think I can. I need a better spot for my mouse. There we go. All right, yeah, I can't zoom in anymore. But there we go. All right, can you guys hear me good? Let me turn up the mic a little bit. All right, there we go. I should sound good, right, guys? Should I turn it up a little more? Yeah, it looks like the volume needs a little more. There we go. It doesn't sound bad, right? Let's see. What do you think, chat? How does it sound? All right, there we go. I should sound good, right, guys? It's a little echoey, but it's fine. Oh well. All right, let's do this. Art the Clown. Tyler has what? I have a switchable room. Yeah, it's really magic. So I just kind of like flip the room around, like the entire room gets swapped, and now I'm here talking with you guys. You know, I might just hold this for chat. This might be easier just to read chat off of. Is that too much headspace? Yeah, a little too much. Put that down a little bit. There we go. I don't know. I'm new. I'm a new streamer, guys. I haven't been doing this for years. I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know what you're talking about. I wish I got art at the 50% off sale. Art sold out like crazy fast. I mean, that's why you saw I got him during the re-release. He was like so hard to find this year. Yeah. I do have Pale Girl though. I traded with Hauntastic, Ben Hauntastic. This is one of his. But honestly, I think the Party City Pale Girl and the Spirit Halloween art is the best combo. I think it's cool, you know, they're both waving and stuff like that. If you guys didn't know, Terrifier's like one of my favorite movies. I do really, really like Terrifier. Especially the third one. The third one was amazing. Alright, let's get started with this. Let's see here. So we've got Spirit's new, like, box strategy, I guess, where everything's just in kind of one piece. I don't know if I'm a big fan of it, honestly. It's kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's not too bad, but... Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna put up all his pieces right there. Should I get my nose pierced or my eyebrow? I say go with the nose piercing. My local store got 3 arts this entire season, and that's including this store display. Yeah, it really was, like, difficult. Like, he didn't stock much during the season, and when he did, like, he sold like that. He sold really fast. Will I get Lucky Liz? Why would I get Lucky Liz? That thing is dumb. I mean... I think it's a little overhated, but it's still kind of a dumb animatronic. It's Lucky Bottoms was kind of dumb to begin with. It's just kind of I don't like clowns. Okay, I guess I can't say that as I'm setting up a clown animatronic. I'm not big with clowns. Like License, this is one thing. He's already a character, but I wouldn't use him in a haunt. I like him for his character. But we've just seen so many of the just same old clowns. Are they putting it back in theaters? I did not know they were putting Terrifier 3 back in theaters. That is awesome. I gotta go see it when it's back. I did not know that. Alright. Let's get started with this thing. So, of course, we've got his shoes. His iconic black shoes. There's one of them, at least. We got his head right here. We're gonna save that for last, though. We got some tubing. I guess I should show you guys the box a little bit. You can kind of see inside. Should I bring it a little closer? This is what it looks like when you open up your Art the Clown animatronic. Am I doing it right? Am I being a proper unboxing YouTuber? They call me Brick Thunder around these joints. What's this, adapter? Alright. Frame. Instructions. Probably don't need those. Alright. We got his mech. Hands. Oh, let's see how his hands look. Get that down there. Alright, here's his horn. I do love the fact, one of the things I always really liked about him is that it's like a real like, I don't know, what is it, aluminum, metal, something like that. Like, it's not, it's a real like horn material, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, no, his hands look pretty good. This one's got a little paint chip, but that's fine. See, little paint chip right there going down there. We got bubble wrap, of course. Alright, we got more tubing. We got more pipes. Here's his other shoe. More pipes. Let's see what's going on in chat. I regret not getting Ghostface this year. Honestly, you know, I will say this is the one thing that Spirit really dominates with, their licensed animatronics. Like, a lot of their original stuff nowadays just isn't the best compared to competition out there. But they do always knock it out of the park with their licensed stuff, which is awesome to see. What's up? Oh, excuse me. What's up, Mr. Tyler Bald? I am not bald. Will I take off my hat to prove that? No. But am I bald? No. That is just offensive. What's up, Ascend the Clown Haunter? How are you? How do you be a good haunt actor? That's a good question, honestly. You gotta be weird. You gotta be really, really, really weird. You gotta get out of your comfort shell. And, like, you don't necessarily want to be yourself. Like I said, unless you're just naturally weird. I mean, some people's haunt acting strategy is just being themselves. But I think... So there's different areas in haunt acting. There's... You know, inside the haunt, then there's, like, queue-line acting. I feel like queue-line acting, the best thing to do in that perspective, it's hard to get scares while you're queue-line acting. You want to be more of an entertainer in that field. So you want to try to be funny. You have to be good with, like... I mean, you don't have to be, but you want to be good with, like, coming up with things on the spot and improv and stuff like that. You want to be funny around people while being creepy and staying in character at the same time. While when you're inside of a haunt, a lot of times it's literally just popping out of an area. Sometimes you do have a talking role inside of a haunt. Some haunts might give you dialogues. Other haunts, you might have to just kind of wing it and come up with your own. When I worked at 5 Points this year, this was my first time seriously kind of like just haunt acting. Because when I would do the haunt at my house, I would like, you know, it wasn't too much of haunt acting, as more so I was more trying to run the haunt and make sure everything was okay. And every once in a while I'd hide in a spot and pop out, but I didn't do too much haunt acting. So this was my first time really getting to see if I could haunt act. I'd like to say I was pretty good. not to pat myself on the back, but I like to say I was decent. But you gotta really just find the character that fits you best. Me, personally, and it's different for everybody. Me, personally, I'm better with a upbeat kind of, I did great with, like, the southern roles. Like, when I was on the Swamp House, I was really good with that. You get the accent going, get into the character. Or when I was in the butcher shop, it's kind of like that same, both of them are kind of that same style. Even when I was outside in the haunt, on the queue line, when I was Haystack, I was still, burlap sack mask, overalls, stuff like that. So, that's what I personally found to be my best area. I mean, that character could probably also work as a clown, which is also kind of like that upbeat vibe, I guess you could say. But then you've got characters that I'm going on a long, I don't know, I'm just kind of going on a long talk about this. I realized how far I was going from the topic. But then you got characters like, one of the nights I was the chef in the kitchen. And I just really couldn't get into it because it's not a role that's meant for someone like me. I feel like something like that was more, you want to have like a deeper voice or something like that. I just couldn't get into that character. It's more of a lower toned type of guy, if you get what I'm saying. But you gotta find out what fits best for you, whether you're a talking character, whether you can make a cool noise, or whether you could just stand there and look creepy. But let's get back to the animatronic. I kind of went on a long talk there, didn't I? We got Art's costume right here. Can I say one of the hillbilly lines? Okay, let me think. Yeah! Well, whoa. Had a little voice crack there. I'm trying not to be too loud, but with that character, it kind of had to be loud. Well, howdy, y'all! Come on in! Ooh, you want to see my two goats? We got Shirley and Curly, and aren't they dang purty? That was in the butcher shop. In the butcher shop, there was Contaminated Kid, the goat animatronic from Party City. So that's the other thing. You want to play around with the room that they put you in. I went in not knowing anything, they were just like, here's your area, have fun. You want to look around you, what could you play along with? I played along a lot with, like I said, the goats. I named the goats, added them into the story. Originally that wasn't supposed to be too crazy of a jump scare area, besides for the chainsaw out there. But I implemented the scare right at the door, which happened to be one of the, best scares in the haunt, I'd say. Because a lot of people, as they're coming down the stairs, they think the haunt's over. Gotta get this out. They would think the haunt is over, because the lights are on and stuff like that for safety reasons. But then when they get out, you kind of give it a second. They kind of think it's over, but then you swing the door open and get them with the scare. But, no, there was a bunch of stuff. It was fun. I had a blast doing it. And now I'm going to have a blast setting up the one and only Art the Clown. Alright. Where do I get started here? Which way do the shoes go? Well, I'm assuming this goes this way. I'm going to get these on first. These are not labeled, which I find interesting. None of this is labeled. Huh. Like, you know how usually things are A, B, C, D, stuff like that? They don't have labels on that, because that's usually what I go off of. Seems like this is actually next. Which means, what is this for? On the base, there's little notches sticking out on the base. But there's no snap lock things to go into. Maybe it's just to keep the shoes in place? I do not know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are just to keep the shoes in place. Here, let me get this out of the way. Good enough. Interesting. Okay, where'd that other pole go? There he is. Who makes Art the Clown, chat? Do you guys know? Do you guys have any clue who makes Art the Clown? Is he SVI? I don't think he is, right? I don't think he's SVI. I just don't know who it is, though. Let me know, chat. Someone figure that out. Alright, is this going to be a one piece, I assume? Yeah. Alright, maybe I should... Yeah. We'll get the tubes going down. Just like that. Let's see, where's my phone? I don't think he's SVI. I'm gonna check now, I'm curious. Let's see. Art the Clown, Spirit Halloween. He is made by YJ. Interesting. I would not have guessed YJ. I'm assuming the foam pieces go at the bottom, right? Or do they go up here? I know, look at the instructions. Let's see here. I mean, it probably doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's what I thought. They go at the bottom. Perfect. I didn't need those. That was just a waste of time. Rookie. I am a rookie. Well, I mean, I got it right. I just wanted to double check with myself. You know, I didn't trust myself. Hey, it's been a while. It's been a while since I set up an animatronic. All right. Why is there elastic around that? Are these sandbags? Why does he come with a sandbag? What? Why does he come with a sandbag? Why is like one side of the cloth? Hold on. Don't watch this video. Oh my gosh. We're gonna ignore what I just did. And we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about how this is the arm and not the leg. And this is what's supposed to go on. I don't want to hear it. There we go. That's a little better. A lot better. Alright. I guess the torso now. We don't talk about that. Oopsie-daisy. Alright. Go that way. I hope the head movement works. I know it's been faulty on art. I feel like every art I've seen at a Spirit, the head movement just didn't work. Come on. There we go. Now while we're here, let's plug in the motion sensor. Perfect. All right. Seriously though, why does he have a sandbag? He's not really like top heavy. Tools required. I need a screwdriver for this? There's supposed to be screws in it? What? What do I have to screw on his head? I do have to screw on his head. They don't even say about the sandbag in the instructions. Weird. Alright. So, arm. So he goes... Yeah, this arm goes over here. Wait, no. This arm goes on this side. Alright, get that up on here. Fix this. Why is his arm so high up? Why is his arm like up in the air? That is weird. Did I do something? I didn't do something wrong, did I? It just seems really high up there. That's the correct hand. That's so weird. Oh yeah, this is definitely better than the Party City one. There we go. Black and white wire, plug that in. I guess his hands are just supposed to be that high. They're higher than I remember. I thought he was more hunched over. He doesn't seem too hunched. I don't know. Hip hoop. Or is this supposed to go in the back like this? Interesting. Yeah, that's how that goes. All right. Whatever you say. All right, I think everything else is all hooked up. Now let's get his head on. Where are the... It's supposed to have screws. Probably in the adapter box. Yeah, there they are. One singular screw. So if you lose it, that's on you. I think I have a screwdriver over here. I do. And it's the wrong type. Where's my keys? I have a screwdriver on my keys. How about this? Is there a screwdriver on here? Okay. I need my keys. Where are my car keys? Where are my car keys? There they are. All right. We'll get this. Oh, I haven't even taken out the head yet. Let's see how the head looks. Let's check this out. Ba-da! There he is. The man himself. Looks pretty good. A little flat. Could use like a little more stuffing inside, but... Oh, excuse me. It looks pretty good. Alright. So how do I do this? Where do I screw it in from? Oh, you screw it in from the front. Alright, let's give this a shot. Where are you hiding the clone, Tyler? What clone? I have a clone? I have a clone? No way. Alright, this is not gonna be easy. How am I supposed to get the screw in here? What? Why can't they just make these things snap lock? Oh, I don't like that sound. I wish I had an actual screwdriver. This is almost impossible. What? They make this so difficult. I guess I'll try with this screwdriver. No, I'm not gonna be able to spin it. It's too big. All right. Why don't I have a screwdriver over here? So I think I'm gonna skip. I think I'm gonna skip the screw for now. I'll come back to that at a later point. I'll leave that right there. Because that is just not going in without a screwdriver. And I'm not leaving to go get a screwdriver. I'll figure it out. Tyler was like, what? I just need a minute to take a drink. I don't know what you're talking about. Never happened. Impossible. He was like over 300 pounds. I'm sorry, not 300 pounds. 200 pounds in like 7th grade. Far over. Alright, let's get the neck piece on. I don't even know what'll happen if I don't screw it in, but... Oh, I forgot about his adapter. Forgot to plug that in. Oopsie daisy. Oh, and alright. His clothes are definitely a bit wrinkly. They'll get better over time, though. Alright. How does he look, guys? Should we add the sunglasses on? Let's add the sunglasses on. Let's check this out. Okay. That's cool. Oh yeah. Stylish art. Alright, let's plug him in. And hope that, since his head isn't screwed in, he'll be fine. Okay, so he's just not doing anything. Whoa. Why is his hand not spinning? Nor is his head spinning. I mean, his head's probably not spinning because it's not screwed in. Maybe I should unplug that. Just in case. I don't know what's up with his hand. I don't remember his hand barely waving like that. I don't think it's from the clothing. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's weird. Oh, there you have it. Art the Clown. What kind of screwdriver? I need Philip. A small one. Philip, a small Phillips head. I'm going to turn off the volume. That horn is so annoying. it's weird when the clothing's like around his hand like it's supposed to be. The motor struggles to wave. I guess it's alright. I think it's weird that he only waves when he honks the horn. Like, that's just how it's programmed. What do you guys think? Art the Clown! The man himself. Yeah! Thank you. Alright, guys, we got a screwdriver. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can get his head going. Uh-oh. I dropped the screw. Well. Oh, I found it. There it is. Oh, and I lost it again. Well, I know it's around this leg. Oh, get it. I got it. I should give him the Santa suit from Terrifier 3. Maybe. That'd be pretty cool. Why do they do this on animatronics? This is the most stupid design ever. There's a metal bar right here, and they expect you to squeeze by and somehow get this screw in. Why can't it just be a snap lock like every other piece on this animatronic? It really annoys me. There we go. There we go. I got it in. Let's see if his head will spin now. Almost dropped the screwdriver there. Alright. Plug the head back in, and then we'll plug him back in. Alright, first, I'm not going to put on the collar. Just to make sure that's not the reason his head wouldn't move. Alright, that should be good. Let's see if his head will move. Is it going to be broken like half of them? Oh. I think it works. It's just a very slight head movement, though. It, like, barely moves. I don't know if it's supposed to move more. Let's see, I'm going to put this back on and then put his collar on. Alright, buddy, don't move. You're gonna move because it'll activate you, so, oh, there he goes, okay. we go, that's good. Alright, now what do you guys think? He does seem like he's kind of moving slower than I remember. For some reason. I think he's pretty cool, though. Alright, hands working good. Head's working good-ish. It's not clicking. That's all that matters. Why isn't the head turning this way? I feel like the head's looking this way. I guess it is a little bit. There we go. Works for me. Alright, I'm gonna get this guy unplugged. Alright, there we go. Art the Clown. We did it. Main objective of the stream complete. And that didn't take me too long. I'm proud of myself there, guys. What do you think? What do you guys think of Art the Clown? I was thinking the same thing. I feel like the hand is getting faster. I don't know. I don't know what's up with... I feel like with it moving a bit more, it started to get a little faster. But it's still like... It's like this. Even the head. It's like it needs more voltage or something like that. But I used the adapter they gave me. I don't know. It's weird. Would I come to California to check out your haunt next year? I mean, I would love to come to California. I've been in California once. It was super fun there. And there's actually a bunch of haunts I want to see in California. But it's just hard during the Halloween season. It really just all depends where I am next year and what I'm doing next year. Bring the screwdriver downstairs? I will. I will bring it down. Art's cool, but you need to bloody him to match Pale Girl. That is true. I mean, she's all bloody. He should be bloody. Honestly, I probably will leave him relatively not bloodied. They need more, like, a body forming for animatronics, I feel. Like, it's just very, you could tell he doesn't have a body in there because of how wrinkled the clothes are. Same with the arms. They're just, like, not filled enough. Overall, though, I think he's a pretty cool animatronic. It's kind of weird. Like, this, you can't get the sunglasses to stay on outside of the... Like, the sunglasses have to go inside of the thing, which, I mean, I guess makes sense. I don't know how he does it in the movie, honestly. I forget. But I thought the sunglasses in the movie were outside, but it doesn't work like that. Does he have ears? I don't think he... Does he? Did they not give him... No, I could see an ear outline there. There are his ears. For a second, I thought he didn't have any ears. For the community posts you put up saying to give you dares, one should be that you cover your house in Christmas lights and film you doing it. That'd be a lot of Christmas lights, though. Honestly, I'm probably not even decorating for Christmas this year. I don't think I'm going to do anything outside. Welcome back, Gage. How's it going? Come to the ultimate carnival here in Canada. I almost went to Canada once, but it was like right before the borders were closed and right before the borders were like about to open again, but we thought they were open already. So, because we were going to Niagara Falls, so last minute we had to change things around to stay at the New York part of Niagara Falls. Live stream soon again? I'm live streaming right now. I definitely am hoping to do more live streams, like a lot more, now that Halloween's over and stuff like that. I'll probably end up doing a lot more within the time coming. Let me get this light on me. There we go. Maybe I'll move back. Should I move back over to the desk? Now the light's in frame. I'm gonna move back over to the desk, guys. Bear with me. 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I told you guys. Right back. See? Nice and simple. Let me fix the camera a little bit. Boom. We are back. The room has been flopped. Oh, let me fix my mic. There we go. Oh, that's still too loud. There we go. That should be better. All right, chat. So what do you think? What do we do now? What would you guys eat a bean? All right, I guess I'm going to eat a bean. My father is paying for my demise. All right, let's see here. Which bean are we going to get? Which bean should we get? What is that, like buttered popcorn or rotten egg? Definitely rotten egg. Oh, that was gross. Woo! That is disgusting. Not a fan. Not a fan. Rotten eggs are not good. Oh my gosh. I want to figure out how to get that set up though on the stream. I'm sorry, that's gross. I got to figure out how to get it set up on the stream where when I get donations, the things pop up. Because I thought I had it set up. I thought I had alert boxes set up. YouTube Super Chat. But for some reason, it's not working. Eat a Tide Pod? Yeah, I don't think I could do that one. See, it's supposed to do that. But it didn't. I don't know if you guys were able to see that. Did that work? See, that was a test though. It just happens to be Kevin. The test messages are done saying Kevin. But for some reason it's not actually working with donations. And I don't know why. And that's very sad. I don't know. I'll figure it out for another stream. Because for some reason, it's just not working. Hamburger Hospital. Good old Baker. I love you. I love you more, buddy. Clearly, you don't love me because you're making me eat a bean. Let's see here. We got either booger or juicy pear. Baker, my friend, you just made me eat a booger. I just ate Baker's booger. Oh, that is nasty. Not good. Not good at all. There will be a scene in the circus section of my haunt where two big elephants will be farting on you, and you will have to walk through the both of them. I actually did that in one of my haunts when I did the clown haunt. I mean, it didn't work out as I had hoped, and it didn't actually. I wanted to do that, but it didn't end up like that. That's just not how it ended out. I didn't get a chance to get the air going. Elephant didn't look like the elephant. Looked like an elephant. It was very, very rushed. and very, very bad. I really didn't like that haunt. It was my 2022 haunt when I did the circus haunt. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up on stream for you guys if I could find it. There we go. No? I'll do the daytime walkthrough. All right. So, let's see. How do I do this? Now I gotta share my screen on here. All right, there we go. There we go. This haunt was really bad. I did not like this year. The 2022 haunt. So, the way I did it was in this area. This was supposed to be like an animals area. So like animal stables. So right here, an actor popped out from back behind there. And then right here is the really, 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 really bad elephant. You could kind of see the two legs there, its butt, and then that's where air was supposed to shoot out of its tail. Great stuff did not work in my favor for this. It was like a chicken wire frame and like for the legs and its butt, but it did not at all work as I had thought it would look. Because I wanted to give it like, you know, since elephants don't have like smooth skin, I wanted to give it a bit more texture with the great stuff, and it was just too much and did not look like an elephant at all. And yeah, it was not very good. Another area that, I mean, this is just a mess. This is terrible. This is just embarrassing showing this at this point. But this was going to be a whole popcorn conveyor belt. You know, half these popcorn buckets were going to be empty. These were going to be full. And then it was going to do a whole sequence where it breaks down. And then this cannon right here, popcorn shoots out of the cannon. Once again, did not really work in my favor, just with timing and stuff like that. And I wasn't able to get this going, which really stinks, because it would have been a cool effect. And then the walls and stuff are, I mean, it's just tablecloths. Not my best area. So you could see like from testing with the popcorn, and I think I kind of tested in here, but it didn't have the stuff to keep the funnel in place, and have enough time to dry and stuff. It was a mess. But we did give away popcorn to each guest at the end. But yeah, I was not a big fan of my 2022 haunt, honestly. I should. I don't deserve to own a haunt anymore. I should cancel all of my haunt plans. I mean, that... Never mind. Yeah, like, it looks alright, but it could have been way better. Hey, what's going on, Jager? How you doing? I mean, like, this year was... A lot of stuff was just rushed. And I didn't do a carnival as faithful as I wanted to do a carnival. I mean, these walls were supposed to have a cool design. This did look cool at night with the laser. But this was supposed to be more of a funhouse area. These walls were going to be painted with like cool effects and stuff like that. I don't even know why I had a laser swamp in here. This has nothing to do with a carnival. This whole area is just not carnival-y at all. I think it was just last minute. I feel like this whole haunt, a lot of it was just very last minute. This area I really did like. This was a very, very fun area to do. I wish it could have been better, but it came out pretty nice, especially at night with the black lights on these pallets. Um, 2024 haunt video when? I didn't do a haunt this year. My neighbors were bad and complained, and I wasn't able to do a haunt this year, unfortunately. And we had to tear down everything in the backyard. Um, and I ended up going to 5 points to help Brick Thunder with his haunt this year. So unfortunately, there will be no 2024 haunt video. Unfortunately. But this isn't the end of haunts for me. I've got plans that I really want to do. I just need money. I just need money to open up a haunt. So if anyone knows anyone that could get me a couple $100,000, hit me up. Let me know. But yeah, I did really like this area. It came out pretty cool. Fog going, bloody bag of jokes up there, creepy Terran clown, good scare with the barrel right there, actor popping out and banging on the barrel. This area was supposed to be a carnival area, and these little stalls were supposed to be carnival games. Never did the games. We, got the stalls built, but never built the games behind the stalls. And then you walk back into one of the booths, which was a prize room. I wanted a lot more stuffed animals in here, but wasn't it, never ended up getting more stuffed animals to put on the walls. And then there were big stuffed animals that were supposed to, look like people. And then one of them was an actual actor, which is cool, got a lot of people. This was supposed to be a clown Mr. Dark that I never finished the reskin of, and he was supposed to have a whole clown face and stuff. I did hair and all of that on him, but never ended up finishing that. It's just, this year is just a whole year of unfinished projects. And it's kind of sad. I think one day I will finish this Mr. Dark, though, because I do have plans to do some circus stuff. This, oh my gosh, this was supposed to be a whole animal cart, like animal train cart up there, and there was gonna be like animal gorilla in there banging on the bars and stuff like that. Never ended up doing that. It was just an empty room. I had so many plans for this year that for some reason this was the first year really building like a lot. It was the walls that took up a lot of time for this year. I did a lot with pallets. Monty's still pretty cool. I do like Monty. Even like, hold on, like nighttime. I'm gonna go look at the nighttime one now. Ooh. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go into my channel because I know I have a playlist of all the haunt. Ooh, excuse me. Where is home haunts? There we go. You know what? Let's just go on a rabbit hole down all my haunts. Why don't we do that? We're gonna start with the 2022 though. The front of the house looked decent. I did kind of like the front a little bit. It was kind of nice. It wasn't too bad. I have $2,500 saved since Christmas 2022 for Halloween needs. Yep, that's just gotta save every penny at a time. I can't speak. It adds up. I like the change up on the shelf behind me. Hold on, I'm just gonna switch the camera real quick. Thank you. I've been trying to work on redoing things. So, oh, Jager, you weren't here earlier. So we got a new setup over there for like unboxing animatronics. We just unboxed art. Hold on, let me swap. I'll just show you real quick. Let me do that real quick. Swing that around. Ignore the light in the way, but. But yeah, we got this little setup over here. We just unboxed art. I'm gonna swing this back around. 1 second. I would love to get a second camera so I don't have to fully move the whole thing around, and I could literally just swap to a different angle, which would be nice. But yeah, since I got these shelves, which was years ago for Christmas, I got them. I got one here and then one over there. We fought because they didn't come with these lights that are supposed to be in the shelf. And we fought like the company for them because they wouldn't send us the lights. So then they sent us whole new shelves just so we could take the lights out of it, and then we would send it back. But then, what's it called? They didn't like it wasn't in the box again. So then eventually they just sent us the lights, which I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place. And then I just never got it around to installing them. So yeah, we got all of this. What's in the white part of the shelf? Junk. We got a bunch of junk. Actually, a lot of this stuff is a lot of stuff I'm gonna be. I just found an old stream momentum. Hold on. This is when we used to on streams when we started doing the whole brushing our teeth with mustard. That was crazy times. But a lot of the stuff in here is actually stuff I plan to give away at some point. I got a lot of cups up there. I got, some statues. I got Funko Pops. So stay tuned for that. At some point, a lot of this stuff up here will get used for the haunt. But now since you donated, gotta eat another bean. Every donation, we eat a bean. Either cappuccino or liver and onion. Nasty. Oh, that's liver and onion. Oh, that is gross. Woo! It's stuck in my tooth. Oh gosh, it's stuck in my tooth. Oh, that is gross. Oh. Thank you, Baker. You're the best, man. Alright, back to watching haunts. So, this is first. Oh my gosh. What was nice about 2022, though? Sorry, it's gross. This was the first year I implemented doing pre-shows in my haunts, which I think was super smart and something I'm going to do forever now in whatever's to come. And doing it at the home haunt really taught me a lot about how pre-shows work and stuff like that. I got the bean stuck in my teeth. Nasty. But yeah, this was the first time we did a whole scripted pre-show. One of my haunt actors, Buzzsaw is supposed to be covered. I don't know why he doesn't have him covered. But the whole spiel with this pre-show. So the whole idea with the pre-shows is to give guests more entertainment while they're waiting online. So you kind of fill the room up with people. A little scene acts out while this group that went before them is going through, and then essentially once this show is done, this group of people moves into the next room where they get disputed up into their groups for the haunt, and then the next group comes into here to go with the show and stuff like that. It just adds more, I guess you could say, value to their time, more entertainment while they're waiting, so they're not waiting online for nothing for so they're not waiting online. So this, because of it was a smaller room, it was a shorter pre-show, but it kind of went over the rules of the haunt, and it went through the story of the haunt and stuff, and not to touch anything. Buzzsaw was an experiment in this. I gave Buzzsaw a hand over here. Actually, can you see it in the video? I don't think you can. Buzzsaw has an actual human hand, which is funny, and looks really goofy with it. That is really Jager in the chat. It is. The one and only David C.V. Jager. That is the real dude. The real guy. And I know I don't have the volume on. I have it muted right now. Welcome back, Kayla. All right, so then, like I said, that group would then theoretically fill up into this room where there's, I want to have a bit of decor on the queue line. I feel like with haunts, that's one area where, like, the way I look at it is guests are spending most of their time on the queue line. People are spending most of their time waiting. They're in the haunted house rooms for a couple seconds, just kind of walking right through them. You want people to enjoy waiting there too. So this is the first year I really tried implementing theming the queue line and stuff with the whole story. This is the first year I did the whole omniphobia theming. But so although this was I guess you could say a historical point for haunting, and it kind of brought the brand of omniphobia, which I don't know if I'm going to be using anymore. But and then we had the whole grim animatronic, which once again, as most things in my 2022 haunt, wasn't 100% complete, and things were messed up with it. So it was the whole walkthrough. The pre-show was cool with the lighting and stuff like that going. And then the curtain over there, it's blocked. Oh no, the machine broke, it's not working, blah blah blah. So many people thought it actually wasn't working and something went wrong in the haunt. But this is an animatronic skeleton talking. So obviously, it's pre-recorded. People genuinely got upset because they were like, we waited on this whole line and it's broken and it's not working. It was kind of funny. It really was funny seeing people's reactions to that sometimes. And then the portal would open up and it would swing open, which was cool. Originally, I wanted that to be an actual door, but this was just a lot cheaper. Go out into Whack-A-Mole. I did like that, the eyes on the squeeze tunnel. I thought it was kind of cool. That was kind of like a last minute thing that I just kind of threw up there. But yeah, I paid $75 for Spirit Halloween Tombstone Terror. Pretty good, pretty good. Tombstone Terror isn't the best, but I mean for $75. Now $50 for Shorty. That's really good. That's a really good deal. That is awesome. Hey, what's going on, Luis Vega? We're just going around right now watching some of my old haunts. So this area was just kind of I feel like half this haunt was just dead space. But the black lights looked really cool in this area. On the pallets. Like at night, in person, this looked amazing. This was so cool. I do have a squeeze tunnel. I've used my squeeze tunnel every year, Baker. You fake fan. Well, actually, I can't say every year. 2022 is the first year I got it. So technically, I only used it in 2022 and 2023. Yeah, I did use it in 2023. I had to think for a second there. Last year, I used it going into the cave. But yeah, I love that area with the black lights. And the lighting in this area I think is cool, but just not themed inside. Really cool light, but Mr. Dark was just broken. Got a Fobbles machine in this room. You could use the squeeze tunnel for whatever you'd like, Baker. I'm not going to ask. If you want to borrow it, let me know. $15 for Slim is incredible. Wow. What's up with everybody getting super good deals on animatronics lately? Dang. But yeah, then we handed out popcorn at the end. But the queue line area was supposed to be all lab themed. That's why these lights are going like that, which is cool. And then after out here is like farm themed. Oh, this was also the first year I implemented doing the gift shop and selling merch and stuff like that. And I love this gift shop design. Like I thought it looked super cool with the palettes. But yeah, we got treats and merch. Got a whole sign for it. And we also started doing the donations for the Spirit of Children. But yeah, the lighting outside was super cool this year. I really did enjoy this outside display for that year. And I think this was I think that's what happened with this year's haunt. I spent a lot of money on other things. Like I spent a fortune on the signs, the merchandise, getting, lighting better. And it really and I, did a lot for the queue line, and it really took away from the actual haunt that year. And I think that's where I messed up. Biggest donation I've received? I actually don't know offhand. That is a good question. I am not 100% sure. That's a good question. I feel like the biggest I could remember offhand was probably like $50, maybe more. I don't know. I forget. All right. Now let's really, really go back and let's watch my first ever haunted house, 2016. So for anyone that thinks that their haunted house is bad and they look at other creators like, maybe me or Brick Thunder or, just any other creators or people out there that have really big haunted houses, I just want you guys to remember we've been doing this, forever. It took years to build it up. Eventually you will get to that point as long as you keep going where it's that big. And even me, like 2 years ago, I had one of my, in my opinions, one of my least favorite haunts. Even though it's better, it's still not where I want it to be. Everyone has their dreams and goals where they want their haunt to be, but we all start out somewhere. So, this was my first ever haunted house. This wasn't even at our house. This was at our apartment. This was when we lived in an apartment, so it's a completely different location. The quality of this video, I'm going to turn on the audio for this one. Let me put on my headset so I could hear it. And then you guys could hear it. Let's see here.
Stand up against the wall. Back to the wall, look, face me.
You guys should be able to hear it, right? That's the loudest I can make it. It's just a very quiet video.
Very important. Do not touch the ghouls.
So, we just had... When I first started doing haunts, actually, my dad would walk through as a tour guide. I'd have him walk through with a tour guide. I didn't give him any script or anything. I was essentially like, here's the different rooms. Make sure to tell them the rules. And he just kind of did a great job at coming up with things on the spot. So at this area, this is back when when I was doing, it was, like I said, first year. The haunt used to be, you can't touch the ghouls, but the ghouls could touch you. Why? I don't know why I did that. But at this part, there was someone behind. So all the walls, it was all inside, and it was all just dollar store tablecloths. And there was an actor back there that when he would say, you could touch or you can't touch the ghouls, but the ghouls could touch you, then the actor would stick their hands out from like holes in the tablecloth and grab the people. It was a different time. At this time, it was like just friends coming, so it was like a different scenario. It wasn't like random people coming. Obviously, we don't do that now. But I was in 6th grade doing this. But one of the things I always made sure once I started, having scare actors helps so much in the haunt. Yeah, just a little area.
She has such a pretty smile.
I mean, there's such little decor in here. I mean, it's the Terror TV, roaming antique doll, a couple lights, some cobwebs. Like the actual room decor, it's, you know, like it's got a little cheesy ghost up there, these cheesy guys. Oop. It was just all about kind of telling a story.
Come in. Come in.
Put a strobe light in the
You guys hungry?
kitchen. This is my first ever haunt. This is my first ever haunt, Jack. This was, like I said, this was before we lived at the house that we live at now. This is when we lived at an apartment.
No.
I can't, I would recreate it, but I can't recreate it because I don't live at the apartment anymore. I can't just break into the apartment and recreate it. I would actually love to do that. That would be, not break into the apartment and recreate it, but like recreating my first haunt would be kind of cool.
Sir? No. No. Oh, what's this?
So I didn't have much space in here in the house, so we worked more so on, like I said, just kind of telling the story and the act, like each room that the guests went into, a different story played out in the haunted house.
No.
And that's kind of how I got around to working with such a small space.
You must die.
Buzz.
You must die.
And we locked him in the bathroom, and a little scene played out in there where someone sang a creepy song and it was like, "Then you're gonna die." And then he killed the chef. It's crazy. This area, literally just our living room. Like I said, it's just all tablecloths as walls in the haunt. This is literally our living room with an actor dressed as a clown, a light, and this little clown that was from CVS that my dad got the day of. This is like FNAF. Oh, it's spot on. It's just as bad as FNAF.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, then you go upstairs in the house. We had spiders hanging from the ceiling and pictures on the walls and stuff like that. I used to have the zombie toilet. Oh. There's Tyler. There's little Tyler. But the toilet broke during the haunt, so I returned it and got another animatronic and got Floating Ghost Girl.
Who must pull the handle? Someone's gotta pull the handle. Pull the handle. Pull the handle up. Pull the handle. I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh.
See, like, it was so cheesy. But I was just a kid that loved Halloween and just wanted to do a haunted house.
What's in here? Go. That was Deadpool. Go.
That was my bedroom. Literally, my bedroom is just wrapped in black tablecloths.
All right, we gotta go. He's right behind you.
Like, you could see the cutoff point there. Like, I mean, it worked. It worked pretty cool.
Go.
But it was very cheesy and it was very bad. And then Mulberry Street, we don't talk about Mulberry Street. That was my worst haunt yet. Mulberry Street was, it was really bad. I'm gonna skip through a lot of this. Like, I'm very... would it be self-conscious is the word of Mulberry Street? It was just a very, very cheesy haunt. I tried making a story, it was very bad. It was just very, very, very corny. I don't like this. This is the first time I started doing outside haunt.
I believe the spook. I'm going.
It's just not good. I am embarrassed. I am very embarrassed of this haunt. It's just so bad.
Creepy carnival.
It's so cheesy. Like, made a. It's so cheesy.
Oh, hello.
It's very cheesy.
Why are you making me go first? How it worked out.
Wow, great acting.
Brunswick. Where is my phone?
Oh, maybe we get the Yankee game.
Everyone point and laugh. Yeah. Okay. There's not much to see in it. It's just very, very bad. But we're gonna go to the next year, which I did very much enjoy this one, especially at the time. Do I watch day 1 or 2? Let's go. All right. The quality is terrible. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should watch day 2. Oh. Okay. Day 2 is in vertical. Okay, we're gonna go back to day 1. This is the infected asylum. So I had a whole queue line that was like themed to clowns. Like, these are the apartment buildings, and I just got super lucky that our apartment complex was like super chill with me doing the haunt and like taking up all this outside space. Which is, I'm still blown away onto why they would let us do it. But this year's a little bit better. It's still, you know, on the cheesier side. It's all the walls are like tablecloths and stuff like that. Got hugs there. Speed through that a little bit. But, you know, made that cool little sign, asylum.
Yes, there are. Are you ready?
I don't even know what I said there. Are there any other victims coming through? And then I was like, what did I say?
There are. Are you ready?
Oh. Did I say, oh, fun, so fun?
Are there any other victims coming through?
Yes, there are. Are you ready?
I don't know what I said.
Are you ready? Ready? Here they come.
It's fun.
Did-
George, you gonna do it?
It's fun.
He did say that. Rose said, when the hug said, do you want to play a game? They said, yeah, let's play Fortnite squads.
George, you gonna do it?
It's fun.
That's too funny.
He's just lame.
Fortnite insanity, please! Please don't let me out! Please don't send me back there! I'm better now! I want to go back! I want to go! Keep going! Keep going! I want to go back! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Still a little, the acting is definitely cheesy.
Right this way!
Oh, this is cool. This is when I started doing the grill in the fireplace. Not fireplace, in the fog machine in the grill. It was such a cool effect. And then I did it at, when we were at 5 Points this year. Brick had one of the vertical fog machines when we were at the warehouse, and I was like, dude, why don't we use this in the grill, in the butcher shop? And it's such a cool effect. It's such a cool and easy effect, and it looks amazing. Did he say it's chicken licking good? It's supposed to be finger licking good. Did he just say chicken licking good?
This is my barbecue. It is chicken licking good.
He did say chicken licking good.
Would you like some
Alright, moving on.
brain that we took off your son's head?
Does it come with his blood?
Does it come with his blood? No. That's some dry brain then.
Well, then, kill your
It's like the gravy. Kill your son? Oh my gosh.
They're delicious.
I had some interesting haunt actors.
They've been suffering for years.
Nah, they were great. We were all young.
Be nice. I mean, be a charming person. Step
So this was leading up to the asylum. Now you actually walk into the asylum.
Welcome.
Don't cut me! Don't cut me! You're the one that sent me back here! Don't!
And this was kind of cool. Like, it's kind of weird. Chicken licking good acting. I agree. That is great acting. In this area, it was like a receptionist office, and it was cool. For some reason, at this time, I just had the mindset, hey, if I don't see them, they don't see me. So I would pretend like I'm a prop. And for some reason, I would think everyone just assumed that I was a prop when I would stand still and close my eyes and duck down. That's not how it works. Floating ghost girl fell on me. I wish you guys could see it better. The quality is just so bad. The camera quality is terrible.
May I have your names, please?
Robin? And no. George.
All right.
Robin and no.
And no. George.
All right. We have been expecting you. Please, go to the room on your left.
Oh, George! I've been expecting you, buddy. Welcome to the Kitchen of the Asylum kitchen. Please go right around the table.
Please go right around the table. That is the nicest haunt actor I've ever seen. So, you know, this was like an autopsy room in the haunt. So there was a body in the table. This was our dining room, mind you. This was our dining room. I know, right? A haunt made of pixels is pretty interesting. I agree.
All right. How was the surgery? Do you need some medicine?
We had some pill bottles filled with rice, so she would shake the pills bottles. It was kind of cool.
All right. I think it is time for you guys to go to your cell. Like this way.
Tyler is mean. I'm not mean. Because I probably told... I'm making fun of myself here, because I probably told these people to do... What to say. I mean, like I said, we're all very, very young here. We have no haunt acting experience.
Why did you do this to me?
I had from 2017, Area 31 Spirit. Got the cages from there and used them as cells in the asylum. It was pretty cool.
Let me out of here! Please! Let me out of here! Get the movie, please! Let me out of here! Get me out of here! Please help me! Please help me! Help me!
Hello, Pumpkin Nester 2. How are you? Tyler is green like the Grinch.
Leave! You are no longer welcome here. Get out! Leave! Leave!
Hi.
Hi.
Little graveyard. Oh, that is loud music. I'm going to turn that off. I don't know if it's copyright. So there's some pictures. There's our cast. Our awesome cast of the haunted house. Pretty cool. Oh, yep. Work it. Look at that awesome makeup job, bro. Hire me somewhere. 10 out of 10. Seamless. These are great pictures. All right, what's next? All right, now this is when we moved to the house. This is when we moved to the house that we live at now. And I wanted to do a Krampus theme haunted house. This was 2019. What happens in 2020? Spirit releases a Krampus animatronic. I'm still mad about that to this day. I'm still mad about that they didn't release it a year earlier. So upset. Oh, we're not going to play This Is Halloween because we're not going to get copyrighted today. But yeah, so this year this was my first year. I just had like a huge open campus, and I still, I really wanted to use as much property as I could, which was the worst decision I made because it ended up making the haunt really, really bad. Um, Not really, really bad. Honestly, it's better during the in the daytime tour because you can see some of the like smaller details. But like, there's literally no separation in most of the rooms, and it's just like one long path. The haunt literally went path to the backyard, turned, and then path back. 'Cause I wanted to try to use as much as the backyard as possible, which is I shouldn't have done. And then I learned that for the next year, which we'll get to later. But here we just had a little path, had some cool Christmas lights, kind of strobing. Had the motorcycle there, prop on the motorcycle. Okay, the music's still going. All right. I was wrong. Before was not the first time I did a pre-show. This was the first time I did a pre-show. This was more of like a one-on-one pre-show though. Like this was more so just your group. But the premise with this was supposed to be I wasn't thinking. I was thinking for some reason black light paint, you won't see it until it's lit under a black light, which is what I wanted to go for, but that's not what happened. But it shows better. So you're supposed to walk into this room, there's nothing on the walls, and then as you could hear here, the lights crash, like the light breaks, and then the lights go on, and then the room's like visible and you can see what's on the walls and stuff like that. But here we had Headless Help here as like the greeter reading you a Christmas tale, like a Christmas story, which I thought was kind of cool. So we just had a phone hooked up right next to the microphone for Headless Help. Reading it. I do read chat. What are you talking about? Who would win a fight, Tyler or Savannah? Honestly, to be honest, Savannah. Come on. That's an easy question. Do you still have most of the props in the haunt? Oh yeah, no, I've still got majority of the animatronics that I've had over the years. But yeah, so this had a whole monologue. I would love some Subway right now too. Okay, we're gonna skip through the pre-show a little bit. I'm bored. And if I'm bored, that means you guys are probably bored. Dang, this was a long pre-show. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going.
Welcome.
I better not get copyrighted for Jingle Bells, just to be safe. I'm actually going to show the daytime walkthrough after this one, because the lighting was terrible in this and you really couldn't see anything going on. So this was supposed to be a dinner table. Demonic Dahlia was there sitting at the table and an actor was sitting there, which you just can't see because it's dark. Then these are supposed to be giant presents, and an actor was pops out of one of them. And then this wasn't working for some reason. This was the first time I ever got something from Fright Props, that little box down there. And it was supposed to have like a little elf opening and closing it from the inside, but I couldn't get it working. I couldn't figure out how to work a peekaboo controller for some reason. I don't know why.
Thank you so much. We could play hide and go seek. We can do everything.
Merry Christmas.
We can play hide and go seek. We can play kill you. Oh, that's my favorite.
I'm not noticing the chat. There just is no new chats. See everyone, he just, see? Yeah, because I did notice. Let's see. Because I talk a little bit, and then I go back to chat. I go back and forth. I let the chat build up a little bit, so then I have stuff to read, and then I go back and forth, so it's not just me reading the chat. What happens to the props you don't keep? If there's any props I don't keep, I sell. Like I'm never throwing away. I mean, like there'll be stuff like, I guess some stuff I've thrown away, but most of the stuff I sell. Like not animatronic wise. Animatronic wise I don't throw away, but like some of like set pieces, I guess you could call them. I throw away sometimes, or hoard them. I still have a lot of the stuff. Can you see my last chat? The last chat was that you're good. I am glad that you're doing good. Do you buy animatronics and then sell them to use that money to buy more animatronics, like basically renting them? I don't really. I think I've only sold like maybe 3 animatronics out of like the 80 that I have. I think at this point I've got around 80 animatronics, and I think I've only maybe sold 3 or 4. I want to start selling more because I have some that like I'm probably never going to use again, and just to kind of like clear up some of the space. But I'm a hoarder. I like holding on to things. I get connected to the stuff and don't want to sell it.
We like Kelly Keener. Oh, it's so much fun. My favorite.
Right now I'm just gonna watch the. I'm just going through my haunts.
Come on.
Decorator Grayson.
Is Krampus home?
Can I tell you something goofy I did at school? What happened at school? Which animatronics have you sold? I've sold, I think, like... What did I sell? I sold Reaching Arm Tombstone. I sold Flaming Scarecrow. Maybe that's it. I might have sold like 1 or 2 more, but that's all I could think of offhand. Do you still have the floors in the 2022 back ISC outside? I do. Yes, the vibrating floors, they are still outside. They're covered outside, but they are still outside. Sell me one of your sewer varmints? Nah, I kind of need them. I need sewer varmint. I like sewer varmint. Even though I have 2 of them. Oh no, you chipped the painting? Oh gosh. But 2019 was the first year I got, I'd call them my core haunt actors. Sarah, Brianna, and Krista. Those 3 have literally carried me through all of my haunts since 2019. And like, they've helped so much with everything, them and their family. They've just kind of like been along for the ride throughout the whole time since then. And I couldn't thank them anymore. They're always there on Halloween. They give up their Halloweens with their friends, and they come act at the haunt, and then they bring some of their friends to come act too. How's your Fright in the Box holding up? He is very slow. Fright in the Box is my Fright in the Box is slow. Everything else is fine, but he's just kind of on the slower side. Does the Terrifier clown have copyrighted audio? The Spirit Terrifier just has the horn honking. I don't know if the Party City one is technically copyrighted. It might not be. They might have gotten the rights to use it. I'm not 100% sure though. I cannot find use for the Martian. I'm assuming Pan Asians one was... Wait. Oh, the Home Depot one? Is that the one you're talking about? Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna take a little
Hey, two buddies,
gander
it is
over...
game time. Out of these
Don't
two
care.
thumbnails, one of them scored 40% more clicks
They're
than
like
the
the
other.
same thing. This is lights on. Did I not do... Oh, I guess I just did the flash on. Okay. I guess I didn't do a daytime walkthrough. Okay, well, this is flash on. So you could just see a little more detail. I got a low-lying fog machine here to simulate snow. I had a snowman costume, and I made it all, like, turned it into a prop and just made it all creepy. The walls were painted for Christmassy, Christmas trees and stuff around. Why is there a grill there? I don't know. Here's the, like, I guess you could say dining room area. This was a terrible year because all the walls were, like, falling down the day of because they were, like, mostly, what's it called? They were mostly tablecloths. And the wind was super strong that year. The big presents are cool, though. I do really like those. Then there's like a candy cane forest. And that's where Krampus came out. This Christmas tree got set on fire. And then we had a doll room. That frog, I kind of have it as like lore, haunt lore. That frog is still on that pallet to this day. Actually, now I don't know where it is. I actually don't know where that frog is, because when we had to take down the haunt, I think I got rid of that pallet. Maybe it's still back there. I don't know. Tyler needs to do more giveaways again. One day I will. I was talking about it earlier. I've got a bunch of stuff in here that I want to give away. But I just haven't gone around to it. No. The horn shouldn't be copyrighted for art. I can't find use for the Home Depot alien. I mean, you could try to do some sort of like sci-fi area or display. Maybe make a UFO prop. That might be kind of cool. Give away the flagship lanyard? I don't think I'm going to do that. Can't give away my #1. I should call my girlfriend on stream. She's working right now. She is working at the moment. This area was like a clown cornfield. Why? I don't know. I just felt like doing a clown cornfield. It's kind of cool. Santa hugs. Alright. That was 'Twas the Night Before Krampus, y'all. Now let's make our way down to... This is where I honestly felt like the haunt started to kind of get good. Because like I said, that previous year is where I learned that I shouldn't use the entire backyard. And I worked more on the haunt itself rather than on making it big. Instead of making it the biggest haunts, I wanted to make it a more detailed haunt. So this was COVID year, so I had a really big queue line out front. I measured it all out and had like 6-foot markers and stuff like that. But it was a really cool cornfield. We had the singing pumpkins going over there. This was kind of the first year where I feel like I utilized a lot of what I had, and it just kind of worked really well. The queue line was super nice, super cool queue line. Lots of like just little detail kind of around the area. I love those, the jack-o'-lantern jamboree. Rusty just hanging out back behind them. Like, that just looks really cool. I'm very pleased with how that queue line was. It's simple but effective. You should call your boyfriend on stream. Actually, I don't know where my phone is. I was gonna call Baker, but I don't know where my phone is. I was gonna call you, Baker. Well, I'm kidding. Tyler should react to Spirit Christmas on stream. I've been to Spirit Christmas. I actually have a Spirit Christmas video that's like really bad because of the copyrighted music in there. And I'm debating if I should upload it or not. I'm actually going to Spirit Christmas tomorrow. I'm actually getting my picture with Santa at Spirit Christmas tomorrow. Fun fact. I'll probably post that picture on Instagram, so stay tuned on there. Santa hugs the clown. This was cool. I made like a little haunt like entrance facade. Oh, I just started the video over. I made a little entrance facade here, and the whole thing is you're supposed to be walking into this house. I mean, I got a whole door. This was all made out of foam to look like wood and stuff. It came out really cool. So, you know, kind of go along with the whole pre-show thing, kind of going over the story of the haunt. This started out with a little cartoon, and you're just supposed to be in this house, watching TV. And then, oh no, signal goes out. And then there's a news report talking about zombie apocalypse and stuff like that.
Try to be respectful and don't touch that when you go through.
So then he comes in, tells all the rules and stuff like that.
I'm living here for a couple days. Oh, look at this. That's it. Oh, zombie apocalypse. That's about zombie apocalypse. Look at that. Step 1, stay indoors at all times. Step 1 complete. Step 2, do not use any flashlights or light source of any kind that could attract the zombies to you. That's a good idea. Step 3, stay away as far away from the... You want to stay as far away as possible from the zombies, so do not even think about trying to touch one. If you touch one, you'll have no chance of making it out alive.
Oh no.
Oh, no! Go through the door! Go through the door!
That was cool. Cool little jump scare back behind the wall. I really like that. As they were getting the walls, or the rules, their guard was down, and the pallets weren't covered in the back, so I was hiding back there, and I would pop out there. It was a very cool jump scare. This area could have been better, so now you're supposed to be inside of the house. I got these, like, wall covers from some website. They're supposed to have, like, design, you know, it's supposed to be designed to look like like creepy walls, but they're just, like, a super cheap material, and they weren't that good. And then we had just some dollar store paintings, some lights up there, which look cool. And I built a drop panel. This was my first time building the drop panel, and I love the drop panel. It's such a cool... It actually broke last year, unfortunately. Well, technically now it's all destroyed. The whole haunt is destroyed, unfortunately. But it's a very cool scare right there that people were not expecting. Also, I love this mask. This is me right here. It was kind of a pricey mask. Well, for the time it was pricey. But it has mouth movement and stuff like that, and it's a really cool zombie face. It's got cool looking hair. Like, it was honestly a really, really well done latex mask. So then you just, you know, walk through different parts of the house.
Just as all the others have.
Hello, hello, hello.
Now that I have you, your soul.
Ah, Sawyer Haunt. I did that on a previous stream. I already reacted to Lucky Liz and Frankenstein on this previous stream. This is when I learned Harvester of Souls just can't be used inside of a haunted house because of how long his activation is, and he's definitely more of a display piece. Because most people are just walk past him. This was a bathroom. Pretty cool scene. Can't really see it in the dark, but then we got a bedroom. Here's this big cabinet that, where did that go? Where is that cabinet? Did we throw that out? I actually don't know. But essentially, we cut out the back of it and took out the shelves, and then an actor hid back there and then opened up the doors. It was pretty cool. That was walking through a closet, so there was all clothes hanging down, and you had to push past the clothes and stuff. That was a dining room table, demonic dahlia. Then we had the kitchen, back with the grill. on fire.
Nice to see you. Cause I actually need some more dinner.
And then we got our graveyard. So it was cool. I got all the actors' masks. Or most of the actors. If the actor was a zombie character, I got the masks that had like zombie faces on it. To kind of like COVID masks. To kind of like block that, you know. Just to make it feel more like they were a zombie, I guess. But no, I was very pleased with this haunt. This was like the first haunt or one of the first haunts that I was like, this was actually pretty good. And I was very pleased with it. Good queue line, good haunt. Can you name every animatronic that Brick has that you know? Oh, he has like every animatronic from the past couple years. Actually, that's not true. He's got I actually don't really know what he has right now because he's just sold a lot, so I don't know what he has left. He's not really trying to do too many retail animatronics. I can name his pro animatronics. He's got Colossus, he's got Ghost Flyer, he's got Mutant, he's got Frankenstein, he's got Dirty Rat, he's got Wretched, he's got Lunch Lady, he's got Demon Slayer, and then he's got the Necromancer arm. And then he's also got the Poison Props dog, and then a Poison Props lunger, and then a Poison Props like guy that's kind of like hanging and he shakes around. And I think that's all the pro animatronics he has. I'm playing Roblox and watching your stream. That's awesome. Did you get anything from Spirit's 50% off sale? No, I didn't. I didn't really like too much from Spirit this year. Oh, what just happened? Is the stream still going? I better still be live. What happened? Is the stream good, chat? Is everything okay? Let me know. I went to Spirit Christmas today, and to be honest, I am not the biggest fan. They do have some cool things, but I think they should just stick to Halloween. I think with Spirit Christmas, it was their first year. It's very experimental. So a lot of the stuff is like very new stuff. I actually really did enjoy Spirit Christmas. I thought it was really cool. I thought there's a lot of stuff that I would buy. There's more stuff in Spirit Christmas that I would probably buy than there was at Spirit Halloween this year. Which I guess just goes to show something. They had some cool like smaller stuff for Halloween this year though. They had good signage. Like I said, their licensed stuff is always good. It's just their animatronics aren't that good for Halloween. And their Christmas animatronics weren't good. But Spirit's always good with like their smaller stuff, which I like. Like their smaller decor. Alright.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to
Let's go look at the haunt a little bit. Daytime walkthrough. See a little more detail. Like I said, there was the queue line. We pretty much saw most of it. Oh yeah, dyed the fountain red. I forgot about that. We grew corn stalks that year. And then here's the haunt facade, which I thought came out really cool. There's pallets behind it holding it up. And then this is all made out of foam. I really love how this came out. And this was a closet door that we found on the side of the road. And then we just added a door. I just added a door handle on it. And then these black tablecloths right here are little actor passages so they could get around to their spots. But yeah, at nighttime it looks really convincing. So I always try to cover the backside of pallets with tablecloths just so you can't see through them. Except for obviously back behind there, because like I was saying, that's where the jump scare is. Um, yeah, got keys there, got a TV set up. Another door there. Yeah, Spirit Christmases, scary, I guess, yeah, Creepmas, was very good, and I really hope they do more of that. I remember Haunt World, yeah, 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 but they do that with Halloween too. They sell Spencer stuff during Halloween as well, not just for Christmas. What animatronics did I get this year? I got art, which I just got. I got Pale Girl from a friend. Um Lowe's sent me the Wrapping Reaper and the Tombstone pop up and the pumpkin guy who lives up the pumpkin. I got the Plague Doctor and Buzzhead Butcher from Halloween costumes. I got Bobby Strings because I thought I had a spot that I really wanted to use him, but I still might. Um, I got Chucky, the Servo Chucky. I think that was it for this year. No, I also got Pumpkin Sentinel and the Tombstone from Haunted Hill Farm. What are you most excited for in 2025? Home Depot or Spirit? Definitely Home Depot. Spirit's kind of like my hype for Spirit. I'm just hype. I always just get hyped for the ISC rather than the uh, animatronics at this point now with Spirit. Their animatronics just haven't been the best, I feel. What is one Scare Factory animatronic that is too bloody and disgusting for you that you would never ever buy because of that? None of them. There's no limit to gore for me with animatronics. I feel like, I mean, like if it's overdone, it just looks bad. But there's nothing too like gory or disgusting that I wouldn't do. Yeah, I said. Did I not? I thought I said the Plague Doctor and Buzzhead Butcher from Halloween costumes. I can't wait to see. Halloween costumes, I think, is gonna have some good stuff next year. I'm excited to see it. But back to the haunts. So here you could kind of see a little behind the scenes of like the drop panel and stuff like that. How I built that. Lots of pallets. The lights up there were pretty cool. I want to see Rick Ratman in person, but I mean, just based off of videos, he doesn't look. I'm not the biggest fan of him. Let's see here. Um, and I'm just trying to speed through the video because I'm just explaining the little things. I mean, like how the pallets are built and stuff like that. Harvester of Souls. Then we got the bathroom. That sink I found on the side of the road like a day before the haunted house. And it just worked perfect. I built a shower there that an actor hid in. Just little stuff from around the area that we had. I mean, like the laundry basket. You know, just that little stuff just adds to that little detail. Um, why am I still talking here? There we go. The toilet made out of cardboard. A lot of people actually thought it was a real toilet at night because at night you don't see like half the stuff, and I didn't want to get like a used toilet because I thought that would be gross. And then it had a little dispenser in there that spits water, which was pretty cool. So water spit out of the toilet. You can see kind of little behind the scenes of the water spitter there. Here's the bedroom. Body laying in the bed. I think the bed was just made out of like shelf pieces and then milk crates. Same with the nightstand. It was just made out of milk crates. Had a cat underneath the bed. I think Lowe's will do good next year. I think they did really good this year. Just their prices were a little high. But I mean, I have high hopes for Lowe's. They're usually pretty good. Here's okay, ad. Well, while there's an ad, I will read the chat. Oh, okay. Let's see. What licensed characters you really want to see for 2025? Any thoughts? Not much that I would necessarily want to see. I haven't seen many horror, like, I don't really watch too many horror movies, so there's not much I could go off of. Plus, we've seen, like, a lot of the main, especially mainstream characters. But I'm really surprised Spirit Christmas didn't do it. Santa Art the Clown. I really am. Can't wait to see what Lowe's has for Halloween next year. They had some cool things this year, but yeah, their prices are crazy. But that's why you just wait for a clearance sale. And they start their clearance sale before Halloween. So, place or just any local businesses around, they might be giving away their pallets. You could ask your local Home Depot or Lowe's if you could take some of them. Pallets are just the easiest and they're free. Halloween Costumes has unveiled a future animatronic of theirs I have seen. It's pretty cool. I hope Bone Collector will come back to Lowe's next year. I feel like he will. I think he sold pretty well, and usually their 12-footers come back. I feel like there's a chance he might. What is the most disgusting animatronic ever made that you could think about and why? I mean, Eaten Alive is pretty nasty from Spirit. I mean, it's hard to think for professional because there's so many just nasty animatronics. I mean, like there's an animatronic. One of my really cool Scare Factory one is it's a guy being like torn apart by these massive boars, like pig boars. It's pretty cool. But like retail wise, Eaten Alive is pretty gnarly. It's the giant rat eating the guy. It's pretty cool. I feel like Art the Clown is going to be very popular next year. Oh, I mean, seeing how popular he was this year, he'll probably be popular next year too. I think I might go now. You have a great night, Jager. Good seeing you. Toilet Zombie's pretty cool. The audio keeps going away? Uh-oh. It's lagging. Uh-oh, that's not good. Is it good now? Is it still lagging? I'm going to go back to the haunt. Talking about the haunt here. But yeah. So back to the haunt, like I was saying. Here's the little cabinet where the actors could pop out of. It was pretty cool. Really good scare. Got a lot of people. Then here's the closet area. Like I said, just area where you had to push by past clothes and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, but it worked. It was a cool scene. You walk through the closet. Little dining room. Floating ghost girl up top there, which was cool. It was just hard to see. She just doesn't rise up enough, I feel. Yeah, just little candles, little scene settings. A little more behind the scenes back there. Here's the grill. Audio is being finicky. That's not good. I hope it's not the mic. I hope it's okay. Is the stream, like, better? Is the stream better at all, guys? Graveyard. But yeah, that was pretty much that haunt. How's the stream chat? Let's see. Let me pull it up on here. Whew. Let's see here. I think it's okay, right? It looks like it's good. I think the stream's fine now. I don't think it's lagging anymore. I want Floating Ghost Girl to return, maybe with better quality and even higher rise. I know some people don't like when they redo animatronics or re-record audio, but I feel like the audio can also be improved. Yeah, I feel like she could be improved definitely in a lot of ways because she's a really cool concept, but she could definitely be better. It's good on my end. All right, we are good. Let's get back to the haunts. Let's get back to it. All right. Now, one of my personal favorite haunts. This is my second favorite haunt. This is Dead by the Bayou. This was a voodoo Mardi Gras themed haunted house. It was a very fun one to do and came out very nice. Favorite, or most disgusting animatronic. I mean, it's hard to say with professional animatronics just because there's so many out there. I mean, the first one that just popped up in my head was the Scare Factory one where there's like a bunch of boars eating this guy alive. And they're like tugging on his body and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But for retail wise, I would say probably Eaten Alive was pretty cool. He was super gnarly. Just going off of retail wise, it's just hard to say for professional though, just because there's so many out there. I mean, most professional stuff is like super gory and bloody and disgusting. But yeah, so Q-Line, definitely not as crazy as a Q-Line. I was trying to go with the Mardi Gras theme with the color lighting and the masks on the wall and scare actor. This is the first time I had a Q-Line actor. He did really good. A lot of people liked him. He's one of my favorite actors. That's Ecoop's videos right there as the chef. Here's the little swamp hut that I built out of some wood and just little pieces kind of whipped together. Lots of burlap in here. It's very cool. Love how it came out. But I just love the little detailing in this haunt. It was very, very cool. And the costuming was cool too. Honestly, I don't even know if I've seen the human centipede. This area was supposed to be a freezer. It didn't come out too well, but this is supposed to be like body parts in the freezer. This is like one of the only parts I didn't really like about this haunt. But it's supposed to be a freezer walking into the kitchen. It was hard to portray a freezer on a budget. Oh, this was the first time I did canopy over the haunt too, so there's a canopy as a roof, which helps a lot with lighting and stuff like that, and just obviously keeping out weather. Yeah, I just want to see more servo animatronics in general. Definitely would be cool. Yeah, bedroom. This is after the 2022 or 2020 haunt. I kind of started a little trend throughout my haunts, I guess you could say, and I was kind of doing like the storyline going through a house. So, you know, you would have, and I just kind of rolled with it while changing the theme. So you would have your dining room, your kitchen, your living, or, you know, yeah, dining room, kitchen. I did a lot of times, sometimes I did the bathroom, just different rooms that would be inside of a house, but just themed to this year or genre or whatever the theme is. This area was cool. I wanted to have more distressing on the walls, which I'm sad I didn't get around to like doing more of, and only this side was distressed, and these are just plain red walls, but it's all right. There was also supposed to be bodies, which I don't even know if I have a video of, bodies on the walls that were pinned to the walls with the voodoo pins that I made. I just didn't get a chance to hang them up in the first night. They were up for the second night, but I didn't get a chance to get them up for the first night, which really stinks. Servo Freddy Krueger would be awesome. I'm not 100% sure of that animatronic, the Blind Haunter. I haven't seen it personally. Like I said, there's just so many animatronics out there for professional. Here's the cornfield. Up above, I had on the deck, which is to the right, I had Mr. Dark, which didn't go off right this second. And then I had to turn around to see him again, and then he went off. But cornfields are always so cool to do. They're just difficult. But yeah, so he's like extra tall up there. And then Flaming Scarecrow up there, which was awesome. This was a really cool area right here. So I reutilized this house facade. And this is supposed to be like another swamp house. And this is actual water right here. So I made like a little, there's all wood barricade and a tarp. And this was filled with water. And I found a chemical online that you put in water. And it glows underneath under a black light. And I had a little bridge going here. It was so cool. Definitely not my safest option, especially with this type of railing and stuff like that. It could have been a bit safer. This was super cool. The projector with the snakes from Atmos Effects. Super cool effect. Especially crawling all over his body. In person, it looked like they were real. It was insane. Snakes all over in the cage. I had air whips at the bottom, simulating snakes by your feet. Then I had the garden here. Garden's one of my favorite rooms to do. No, Ratman's not the same as Eaten Alive. I mean, it's kind of the same concept, but where they just have rats eating them. But Eaten Alive just looks a lot better than Ratman. And then this was a laser swamp. The fog machine wasn't working good in this video. But go over the rickety bridge. And then there was an alligator animatronic that lunged forward, which is super cool. Especially with the lasers going. I couldn't find a bigger alligator. I tried so hard to find like a good size alligator for cheap. I couldn't find anything too good. And then yeah, I was very, very pleased by Dead by the Bayou, and it's still to this day one of my favorite haunts that I've done. Let's see, we already watched 2022 haunt earlier, so we'll skip that now. And then we'll go to my personal favorite haunt and my last ever home haunt, which is so sad to say, which was my 2023 haunt last year. But I'm just glad I ended it on a bang. And we're going to go with Did I not have a name for this haunt? I did not have a name for this haunt. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, you could just see the chaos of the haunt right back here. I went crazy for the 2023 haunt. I mean, look at that. This is what 9 years built up to. 8 years. This was my 8th haunt, I think. This year's would have been 9 years. But this is what 8 years built up to. And I'm very, very, very proud of what it's become over the years. Even though there's some areas in this haunt that I think could have been better. I'm very, very pleased with the haunt. Here's the pre-show, which I didn't show in the video. But it was a pretty cool pre-show going over the rules, and this was like a sanitization process where they sanitized you before you entered into the lab. I have to go now. Have a great night. I'll see ya. Um, yeah, here's the lab area, and then you enter in. I mean, we had walkie-talkies going and everything. Like, I was very, very pleased with this year's. I learned my mistakes from 2022 and where I can improve from that, and kind of kept a very similar, like the same layout, but just kind of added to it and changed some rooms around. Um, and yeah, it was very, very, very pleasing haunt for me. Like, I made this room bigger so we could fit more people into it because it was too small that first year, the year before. Um, got the whole pull switch there with the lighting and stuff. It was super cool. This area wasn't finished. This was supposed to be a whole sequence with lights in the walls. And it was supposed to be a whole sequence with audio going, transitioning you from going to heaven to hell, because the whole theme for 2023 was hell. And like the fear of death. So essentially you walk through hell. So you walk through the squeeze tunnel to get into the cave. This is where, if you guys were here when we were going through the 2022 haunt, this is where just those blank red walls were, and I sprayed them with foam instead and made a full-on cave system. That was a drop window there. That was my drop window that I was talking about earlier that broke before I filmed this video, which stinks. One of the pieces that held it up broke. I mean, I had the ceiling over it. It was super cool. The skeletons in the walls. This was supposed to be a waterfall over here, but I couldn't get it flowing with enough water. Hey, Spirit Halloween guy, how's it going? I couldn't get it flowing with enough water for it to look good, and the water wouldn't stay in the bottom pit, so that was kind of iffy, but it worked it was all right. But the cave itself was just super nice. Here was an area where it's supposed to be like hell, like pits of hell, and it was supposed to represent more like larger pits with fog shooting up from them. But it didn't represent too good. It still looked all right, and I had a red laser going above, which looked really cool. It looked like clouds, actors back behind the wall pushing against it, but it looked like just red clouds going by. It looked really cool. Then you go into the forest in hell, which this area was my least favorite part about the haunt. I loved Deathstalker standing up there on the pile of skulls. I wanted to make it a much bigger pile, but I messed up when I was building it. But he was super cool up there. And I had great actors this year. This area, I'm not big with. There was supposed to be smoke coming from there, and it was a very last minute. I wanted to fill in that area, and it was just kind of cheesy. But here we got the house facade, which took forever to build. I started so early with this haunt though. That's why like it became like a pretty good haunt, because I started super early in the year, earlier than I normally would. But I mean, there's a whole staircase. It's a set staircase, so like you actually can't walk on it, but it looks convincing. The railings and stuff was all just made with lattice that I had. Drop down scarecrow was up on the balcony, dropping down. How did you make the fog flame effect in the one haunt you did in 2017? So that is a vertical fogger, they're called. The one I have is called the Fog Fury Jet. And it's essentially just a fog machine that shoots vertical. Like it shoots up, and it's got LEDs built into the fog machine. They're a little pricey. They're around like $200 or $300. But it's got LEDs in the lights, and you could do different colors. You could do green, blue, stuff like that. But I go with the red to look like the fire. and I just stick it inside of the grill. Have one of the actors have the remote. They press the button, it goes up. It's such a cool effect. For the 2023 haunt, this haunt, I had better lighting. I had Ned's LEDs going throughout the haunt, so it just looked very good. Also, Gauge Curin helped me a lot, especially with the lighting side of things and like helping paint the church and stuff. Here's the kitchen. I mean, just the lighting is significantly better than any haunt I've done. Here's the bathroom. It's got like tile panels on the walls, which came out super cool. The shower right there. This area was a little. The bed was too small, so the body just looks super goofy on there. The bed was just way too small. But there was also also the blanket, I guess, fell off of him. But it's a really cool head there, though. But I had speakers all throughout the haunt too, playing audio throughout the haunt. So like in here was the guy snoring and like thunder and lightning outside, and like in the cave was water dropping and stuff. There was just so much like little detail added into this year's haunt. Never got to put a costume on that guy sitting on the couch there, but just a living room with the guy watching TV. Like I said, a lot of the haunts over time became just kind of walking through a house, and I started using a lot of the same rooms and just implementing them in different ways. Like I said, here's the garden again. I love the garden scene. Here's a laser swamp. Actor in the shed. And then he would bang on the shed and stuff with the shovel. And then here is there was Buzzsaw that never got. It was like this was a project that was Buzzsaw's head with Nozzle's body, and he was gonna be holding crosses, kind of like swaying them back and forth. But I never got around to finishing it, so he looks really goofy, and like the fog was gonna come off the crosses and stuff, and it was gonna be like holding the crosses by the church, but I just never got around to finishing that up. The church, I love the facade. The pieces, the little fabric hanging down in front of it could have been a little better. There's a little, I don't know. I feel like there's something off about the church facade that I just can't figure out what it is, that I wasn't a big fan of. But inside the church, I love though. Got the pews, cool walls, and then of course body lifted and contorted. I love that little podium right there. You can see the little control box, the little power box right there that controlled most of the lighting in the haunt. It all pretty much ran to that little box right there. And then it goes into the back room of the church, like the storage closet of the church, where or electrical room, I'm sorry. The electrical room of the church. Oh, first look at the book. I love that book. Gage Curran made that book. Super cool. But this is like the electrical room in the church, and there's all mannequins looking all creepy. And then there was one that was an actual actor. And then you exit out into a cornfield, because I just like doing cornfields. The exit was a little underwhelming. There wasn't too much out here. But you know, we always give the guests candy and stuff at the end. And yeah, just adds on with the cornfield vibe. And then of course we've got the gift shop right there. I had Jumping Spider jumping down at people. Possessed Pumpkin up above the stand. But it was very, very cool. Definitely my favorite haunt that I've done. But now that we've gone through all the haunts, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Oh, excuse me. Thank you all for joining. This was a very fun stream. We got art set up. This was a lot longer of a stream than I thought it was going to go for. 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. But thank you all so much for joining. I hope you guys all have a great night. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace out.